Hi folks, Red Labor here. I want to talk about creeping Sharia law in the United States and my take on Sharia law in Western society in general. But first, let's talk about Sharia law in Western society. In the name of being tolerant, pluralistic, multicultural, and those are not negative values. Uh, Many Western European countries allow basically a limited recognition of Sharia law, and that makes it a separate law code for the Islamic community. And while it sounds great on the surface, what I understand about Sharia law as a concept, I think it's been a big mistake. It's a big mistake because you have unequal justice under the law. You have one set of law for the majority, and then for the Islamic community, you have this set of laws. And as a westernized style leftist, I think that such wonderful values as gender equality, gay, lesbian, bisexual rights, religious freedom, that sort of thing, matters and should matter. And in a whole lot of ways, Western Europe in particular are way ahead of the United States in regard to gender equality issues, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender equality, marital equality, all those issues. And they're way ahead of us in the United States. But creeping in Sharia law into the law code it's a slippery slope. It could diminish those rights, and even at that itself, Islamic law codes in society, in Western society, it discriminates against women in Islam. I want women in Islam to have the same gender right, equality rights as the mainstream society. If you're gay or lesbian, bisexual within the Islamic community, they're not known for their tolerance. And whereas in most of Western Europe these days, those society has gone a long way in gay, lesbian, bisexual equality to the point of marriage. And having Sharia law with gays and lesbians within the Islamic community could be possibly discriminated against, or worse. And so, for those reasons, basically, I think that Sharia law is a big mistake. I am tolerant, and if you want to practice Islam, but live under the laws of the land. Now, there are people on the political right in the United States that are conspiracy-minded, and they're worried about creeping Sharia law to the point where some state legislatures are discussing or have passed legislation to ban Sharia law. Now, I don't have a problem with banning Sharia law because I oppose Sharia law. I oppose it in Western Europe. I think it's a mistake. I oppose it here in the United States. But when the right wing goes into a frenzy about they really believe that Sharia law is just around the corner, they're just absolutely warped to believe that. And I'm going to make a politically correct short little commentary and anecdote to prove what I'm going to say about Sharia law. You will never see Sharia law in the United States. Why? Do you for a minute, and I say this affectionately, do you for a minute believe a bunch of left-wing Jewish lawyers from the American Civil Liberties Union who's been fighting the Christian right for the past 35 and 40 years and their tyranny? Do you think these left-wing Jewish lawyers who's been fighting the tyranny of the religious right for the past 35, 40 years in the United States, you think they're going to allow Islam and some of the oppression that comes along with certain aspects of Islamic theology to even be recognized on a limited level through Sharia law? Hardly. So I just wanted to say that for those who are fearful of Sharia law coming into the United States, it's not going to happen. And in Western Europe, some places they are actually doing away with Sharia law, and they're wise to do so. This is not a slam on Islam any more than attacking the religious right is an attack on Christianity. I'm just talking about the negative baggage that goes with certain religions, and all religions do have their negative baggage. There's the Christian right in the United States. There's the Islamic jihadists in the Middle East, in the Muslim world. And although I am a supporter of Israel and do not believe in bashing Israel like some on the left, they do have a problem in Israel with some of the more religious types within the Orthodox Jewish community. Trying to ensue the same agenda as Islamic jihadists and the Christian right. And doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what religion one belongs to. There are just assholes in all religions, and there are good people in all religions. And that's it for my commentary. Take care and comment. Please comment. Thanks. Bye-bye.